When we're solving problems that give you one of your sine, cosine, tangents and are asking for one of the other two, the first thing you want to do is draw your angle. And to do that, we're always going to go back to the idea of the bow tie. In the first problem, if I look at my information given, it says I'm in the first quadrant. So that's talking about this triangle and my bow tie. So I'm going to draw that. Now I'm going to label it. So sine is 3 over 5, and sine is equal to your opposite side over your hypotenuse. So that means I'll put the 3 here and the 5 there. And this is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. But if I needed to, I could do x squared plus 3 squared equals 5 squared and solve for x. So I get x equals 4. My question, though, is what is tangent? So tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that means my answer will be 3 over 4. Moving on to the right, the first thing I need to do is think about my bow tie and which piece of my bow tie I'm using. So between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi, that's going to be in quadrant 4. Draw my triangle. As that bottom right part of the bow tie. Put my angle. It gives me tangent. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So 5 and 2, and here I need to use my brain and think about which of these values is going to be negative. So I'm going in the positive x direction, but the negative y direction, so that's going to be a negative 5. And now I need to solve for my hypotenuse. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. 2 squared plus negative 5 squared equals my hypotenuse squared. 2 squared is 4. Negative 5 squared is positive 25 equals h squared. So h equals the square root of 29. I can't simplify that, so I just write over here square root of 29. Then I need to find sine. Sine is opposite, which in this problem is negative 5, over your hypotenuse that we just found. And I was pretty happy if you got to that as your final answer. If you rationalized it, though, you would multiply by square root of 29 over square root of 29, which would give you the hideous answer of negative 5 root 29 over 29. Yuck. Someone somewhere decided that was simplified. Next problem. We're looking in quadrant 3. That was nice of them to just tell me that. So I'm looking at the bottom left part of my bow tie. There's your theta. And it gives me cosine. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now my hypotenuse can't be negative, so it must mean that my cosine is negative. And now I'm going to do the Pythagorean theorem to find my y value. So y squared plus negative 5 squared equals 13 squared. So y squared plus 25 equals 169. Some of us need to work on multiplying 13 times 13. It's not letting me drag it. There we go. And some of us need to work on our subtraction, because I should get that y squared equals 144. So y equals 12. But look at your graph. Is that y value a positive or a negative 12? It's going to be negative because it's going down. So I need to make sure when I give sine, it's not positive 12 over 13, it's negative 12 over 13. And the last one, which we did do in class. I'm between pi over 2 and pi. That's a hideous bow tie. So we're talking about top left. Sketch your triangle. And it gives me tangent. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Use your brain. Which of those is going to be negative? The 1 or the 3? Not the 1, because that's going up. It's going to be the 3. You have to have that sign in the right place. Then we're going to do 1 squared plus negative 3 squared equals, we'll call it just h, my hypotenuse squared. So 1, a negative number squared is always positive 9, equals h squared. So h equals the square root of 10, which means my sign is positive 1 over the square root of 10. And once again, if you rationalize that and got square root of 10 over 10, I was a pretty happy camper, but if you didn't, I can live with it.